On 7 August 2021, Isabella Loretta Janke posted an 8-page Google Doc to the Chris Chan Sonichu subreddit in a thread titled I'm Bella. She has since locked access to the document and deleted the throwaway Reddit account, but not before I saved a local copy. This document, titled Hello Everyone, It's Bella, is something of a response or rebuttal, but to whom she is responding, whom she is addressing, and where the list of accusations she's claiming have been levied against her are coming from are never mentioned. This ambiguity is almost certainly deliberate, mind you. This person is a self-proclaimed sociopath, and she prides herself on her ability to sow confusion. It's classical cluster B behavior. However, given Bella's leaks from her new Discord, which is the third server she's on now by the way, where she's literally documenting her thought process while writing the rebuttal, it's safe to say she's partially responding to the video I created a day earlier, which is still blowing up. So I'd like to deconstruct it with you. To begin, this isn't meant to deride Bella, but her grasp on grammar is extremely tenuous at best, particularly for an affluent college student. I do my best to decipher what her poor diction makes unintelligible, but bear with me. And I'm trying to eschew hyperbole and be objective here, but almost everything in her rebuttal is either a misdirection designed to divert your mind's attention, a logical fallacy, or an outright lie. For the sake of convenience, I'm color-coding it. This shouldn't surprise you. It's her modus operandi. So I can't and won't do this for every masterpiece of literature she puts out there. But I wanted to do it for at least her first major rebuttal out of genuine fear that anyone around her might fall for her tricks. So without further ado, let's go through this rebuttal line by line. Hello everyone, it's Bella. Well, that's a genuine statement. There has been so much false information about this situation online that it's reprehensible. I can't seem to comprehend it because it's so out of left field. Alright, that's an emotional appeal. Well done. For starters, I never posted anything, and yet people are claiming to be me and claiming to know me. What do you mean posted anything? What are you talking about? Where? Are you talking about Kiwi Farms, Discord? This is begging the question, and it's a logical fallacy that she is extremely fond of. Not to mention the absurdity of Kiwi Farms, although I only saw it briefly. Okay, you know that's a lie because she spent literally a week straight sock puppeting there. I have been informed that multiple random people are being doxxed for seemingly no reason. Never once posted. Alright, you know that's a lie. She was bragging about it on Discord. Never once posted, yet there are people claiming I made around 60 or so pages of interaction, and that I'm manipulating them. Their accusations towards me are pedophilia, necrophilia, gore, animal abuse. They literally claim I boiled a hamster, you did. White supremacy, Nazism, grooming, mass manipulation that could only have been performed by someone with mind control. Okay, you gotta love this one right here. This is a beautiful insight into her mind and how her mind works. She thinks that she's a mastermind, and she thinks that people see her as a mastermind right now. We don't. Okay, you could call it mass manipulation because you tried it on a lot of different people, but what you did wasn't something only someone with mind control could do. The manipulation you tried is something that children do, only children do it a lot better. You just told a million different lies to a million different people and lost sight of what you told them. Drawing illegal porn. Alright, well, there's no such thing as drawing illegal porn, at least not in America. And she knows that. Incest fetish, cat fetish, stealing money from Chris, manipulating him into raping his mother. Okay, anyone who watched my last video knows no one's accusing her of that. We all acknowledge that that's something that's not confirmed, and you can't speculate on it either way. You don't need to. Trying to kill him / convincing him to commit suicide. Now, if you think any of these are true, you are utterly mistaken. Okay, we know almost all of them are true. Especially the gore. Why people believe this is way, way, way beyond me. The evidence they had for this is something like an account that I'm not even associated with, nor can I even find or have since been deleted. Alright, it's hard to tell what she means here because her grammar is so bad, so we'll make it pink just to be generous to her. They also have a huge Discord log posted by someone who had no evidence that they even know me and has claimed to be my ex-lover. Right, they've posted a lot of evidence, namely text message screenshots that you and her were lovers. We're not. You are. The individual posted around 30,000 Discord logs from a chess channel. True. I am not in a chess channel. Okay. Well, actually, you could argue that she's not because the chess in that channel is so bad. The person says their name is Zoe/Douglas Chem. I've never seen this name before, but it is indeed Zoe speaking, so let's be generous to her again. Never interacted with him. Okay, obviously a lie, given all the text messages. Nor have I ever posted in a Discord with them in it. Nonetheless, in official college chess Discord. I think when she said nonetheless here, she meant to use the phrase let alone. Here's the original post. The next page begins with the screen cap of a Kiwi Farms post, and this is by Zoe, whom she claims not to know. But you know this is legitimate because of this clause right here. I personally am working with a fellow student that Bella has wronged along with myself. That student she's talking about is Roman. Roman is the first one to have filed a Title IX complaint against Bella and her posse. That was in March, and I talked about that a bit last video. Roman has since come out, so I feel comfortable saying his name. She says this was right under a supposed dox of my phone number and address. Well, one, it actually wasn't, and two, she doesn't truly have dox because she's lived her entire life with her parents. So, again, at best, this is an emotional appeal. Don't know this person, not my address, not my phone number, and nobody seemed to fact check it. There was nothing to fact check. That's at best a misdirection. So to clarify, these chess club Discord chats are not of me. Unfortunately, we know, thanks to timestamp selfies you posted, they are. Not my Discord, again the above. Don't know the supposed ex-lover, again she posted proof that you do. I was never in a server with them, not even friends with them on Discord, again the above. The chat logs claimed I did certain things like steal money. If you believe this, I encourage you to talk to the police. That would clear that up because I did not steal from them in any shape or form. Okay, so this is a logical fallacy. Basically what she's doing is hiding behind two terms. The difference between the word steal and scam. She claimed in her Discord logs that she scammed Chris, and we know she did. She scammed him out of $500 for a camera at the very least, and she boasted about having his credit card information and stealing from that. Never posted lolly or animal abuse? You did a lot. I never ever abused an animal or hurt an animal. Okay, let's pretend for a second that she didn't post photographic proof of her boiling a hamster alive, and let's pretend for a moment that she didn't claim to have murdered 8 hamsters previously. The fact that she's making her current cat drink out of the toilet for fun is contrary to this, so that is a bold-faced lie. I am in a chess club, but it is not in Discord. Well, actually, that's a lie too. Both clauses are lies because 1, you're not in the TTU chess club, and 2, you are in millions of Discords. Kiwi Farms is very focused on painting a few things here, again, with no evidence whatsoever. This is the beginning of a logical fallacy that's going to command the rest of this literature masterpiece. She's going to build a straw man of Kiwi Farms trying to say that she manipulated Chris into raping her mother, and that's all Kiwi Farms cares about. None of those things are true. There is some very clearly edited and cropped screenshots between a supposed text conversation of Fiona and I of me saying, yeah, we did it, we're the best trolls in history. Okay, it's actually not edited or cropped whatsoever. You can download it yourself in the media file in the description. My only word for that is seriously. Logical fallacy. Calling something absurd doesn't mean anything. I have evidence to the contrary, and I will show it here shortly. Before these obviously suspicious conversations even came out, okay, now you're poisoning the well, that's another logical fallacy. The Kiwi Farms post was still only painting the narrative that I manipulated Chris into raping her mother. Oh man, I'm sorry, I gotta downgrade the post because Kiwi Farms actually wasn't doing that, and you can see the archives yourself. With no evidence again whatsoever. I will shed proof to that in a bit. Kiwi Farms found about 40 different personas questioning the logic or reposting already available information they claim to have been me. Not a single one is mine. The accounts in question that she's referring to have all been verified as her by IP addresses. Besides the OP Spooky Bones saying he wants to scalp me, that hatred seems misplaced considering he has no evidence and no 2 strings of logic he can tie together. Okay, she never said that. And we have Discord logs of Bella planning with Louise to frame Spooky Bones for saying things like this so that she can direct an investigation her way. Despite me wanting to stay out of this and showing no presence besides people claiming to have been me, I will come out in the open today. Wow, this is a lie both ways. I mean, she's just as open as she has been, which means that she's thoroughly invested in this situation, creating a million sock puppets, including on my YouTube comments, and she is loving the attention according to her Discord logs. I was never a troll. You just said earlier that you boasted of being the proudest troll in history. I did not work for Proctor. I received no compensation from Proctor. I don't speak to any people from Proctor. No one claimed you did. At best, this is a fallacy wherein you're beating up an argument that doesn't exist. I got his number from a person who I briefly spoke to who worked there, however, I never interacted with them again. And at this point, you can just paint the rest of this paper pink, because as her Discord logs reflect, and as I mentioned earlier above, she plans to drive the entire conversation towards her role in the Christian stuff. Again, at this point, that is an aside. That is a side story that few people truly care about. It's a misdirection at best. I was interested in Chris lore and read some of the Sonichu comics, found it funny. I thought Liquid was hysterical. I thought it would be interesting to talk to Christine or Sonichu at the time. After a few days of no contact, the fellow sent my number to Chris and I received a text. Immediately, I regretted everything Again, this stuff is all misdirection. This truly isn't of importance. No, this person was not fun to talk to at all. Despite my lack of response, they latched onto me way too quickly. This isn't actually misdirection, this is just simply a lie, because her Discord logs show that she was thoroughly excited and wanted to be the ultimate troll by ending this guy's life. But again, she's winning just by making me even talk about this and diverting the conversation. At one point, they tried to convince me I was transgender because I apparently would be a male sonichu. This is funny right here. I mean, it's just another misdirection, but you know what's actually really funny? The way she spells apparently, which I've never seen from anyone else in my life. It's the same way she spells apparently in all her Discord logs, so someone predicted that she would make all these misspellings and impersonated her future actions, huh? At one point, they told me about the ridiculous things Proctor would have them do, such as things to create a cult, and I attempted to subtly urge her to be more suspicious of them, although that didn't work. No way of verifying this, but more misdirection. I met them less than a year ago, but I gave up contacting them altogether for a few reasons. The groups surrounding Chris, such as Watchdogs, were extremely aggressive. I couldn't take the mountains upon mountains of texts every morning about how their sex dreams were. Dealing with Christine, even only giving her replies once a day, was a tremendous amount of effort. You know what, I believe those last few parts, but not from you, because you showed how much you enjoyed it in the Discord logs. You used to care for their lore, but after talking to them IRL, I quit completely and deleted the burner number. You actually moved to an app called Signal and never stopped. Very nice to Chris. Sometimes I actually enjoyed conversations. Didn't inform anyone of Chris besides two girls who didn't know who she was. You informed your entire Discord of her. Even though the conversations could be pleasant, they were not pleasant enough for me not to feel drained. I believe that. Having to read sexual content from her, so I deleted the burner from around March until late June. Again, you didn't. Felt a little bad about leaving them in the blue like that. Took some time away, created another burner number. Chris seemed really happy to reconnect. You invited me to their new private server so that I could talk to this girl, Fiona. Actually, you were the one who introduced Fiona. As soon as I joined the server, people were very aggressive for Chris's attention. I did not like it. One aggressive guy asked me to help him dox. The group apparently knew for about a decade and they all insisted they had crazy powers. This is entirely misdirection, all according to her plan that she leaked in her Discord log. However, all these people besides Connor, who was Psychic Espion or WCT, were very nice, and when push came to shove, they denounced Chris. Neko seemed very on edge and demanded me for the full unedited 4 hours of content. I said no, they blocked me, and attempted to throw me under the bus several times by providing obviously insane interpretations of the situation to Kiwi Farms. This is entirely a lie. This is entirely a lie. She fed the video. Anyway, another person who struck me as even more aggressive than Connor was Fiona, or Scootaloo's sister. This goes back to what I was talking about in my previous video. Her plan was to blame Fiona for everything. That's why she originally edited the parts of the video where she was talking about Fiona in the third person out. She wanted to make it look like Fiona was the one talking to him. She wanted to make it look like Fiona was the one who groomed him into raping his mother, even though it doesn't look like anyone has at this point. For whatever reason, she had a sexual attraction to Fiona at first, and when Fiona was attracted to Chris, she decided to take her down. This is just how she operates. When I asked if she was interested in Chris at all, apparently she told me she had a fetish for gross things. Fiona never said that. She was completely determined to sleep with Chris. Actually, you were the one who was very determined to make that connection happen. I informed her that she would probably regret that. I even offered to be her bodyguard at the event, and not initially a photographer. Did offer to take photos so that I wouldn't be in any much later on. Anyway, Fiona had said that she was genuinely in love with Chris and I was happy for them. She never said that either. Congratulated Chris on a new relationship with Fiona. That relationship never happened. She's trying to misdirect us to Fiona once more. These are screenshots of Chris telling her that he's fucking his mom. At the timestamps, I was concerned with how they asked me to use different messaging apps. You actually weren't. You had no problem with moving the signal. Take the call with Christine. Send an anonymous tip to the police at a link I found somewhere on the website. This can so easily be edited, by the way. This doesn't even look like a sent email. This is what a draft looked like in Gmail. Regardless, the fact that we're even talking about her in the context of grooming Chris into incest is a win for her because no one is actually accusing her of that. So it's all misdirection right here. Me and another girl who I invited to come a bit after the call started. When I first entered the call, I had no idea whatsoever that Chris would say that. Froze and said, yeah, I figured. Asked him to tell me more. Told him that my computer lagged and I was switching devices. This is the only interesting part right here. You have to remember that she was trying to frame Fiona as the speaker of the call. We have her doing that publicly on Kiwi Farms, and we have her doing that privately in her Discord. And also we have the fact that she edited the call to look like it was Fiona in the first place. What else she did tell us in that call was truly and utterly repulsive. It is rape by every definition. What else was said is only business between me and the investigator. After that, I made the mistake of telling Fiona about it. Okay, we'll get to that, but Obviously, we need to mark the misdirection up here. After that, I made the mistake of telling Fiona. Here's the convo of me telling Fiona. And then there are screenshots of her telling Fiona about it, and Fiona apparently making a joke of the sort, well, when he has sex with me, he won't be thinking about her anymore. Even if they are real, look at what she says right here. A young girl with past trauma, which unfortunately encompasses her sex life. So now we have Isabella, the self-proclaimed sociopath, trying to act as a psychologist. Again, she's trying to misdirect us at best, to focus our attention on Fiona. She said she wasn't going to post anything, but I shouldn't have sent it because people lie on the internet. You don't say. And now it has spread everywhere because she didn't think it would blow up. Everyone makes mistakes. She didn't know now, but she does now. She learned her lesson. You don't need to cyberstalk her to try to reach out to her. This is absolutely ridiculous. The only reason anyone was cyberstalking her was because you framed her and GiBi fell for it hook, line, and sinker. I don't know where she is and she went AFK. AFK? How addicted to the internet are you? She didn't simply go away from her keyboard, you idiot. She's realizing the gravity of her situation now. She is nothing of the sort. Do not harass her in any way, shape, or form. Do not try to find her. Do not try to find her. So this is misdirection mixed with a very, very advanced technique, at least as far as Bella is concerned. This is reverse psychology. Focus on her, focus on her, focus on her. She is not responsible for the leaks. She posted it online, but I sent them to her, so it's my fault. Did not expect her to put my voice in. Oh my god, this is utterly ridiculous. She's still acting like it's not her voice. I post these only to disprove any narrative and fake text surfacing. This was my initial reaction. Anyone who is editing text messages, including text messages you don't see here, is most definitely one of Fiona's many friends. Oh, okay, so I guess Fiona is a baleful piece of shit because that's the company she keeps, huh? This is absolutely disgusting, Bella. You should be ashamed of yourself, but you should have been ashamed of yourself from the moment you were born, let's be honest. Sorry, I don't like to get emotional like that, but this is just pathetic that she's still going after this girl that she sent to a mental hospital. She is very young, do not come near her, you're the only one making people do that. At first I thought the ridiculousness of Kiwi Farms would die down. I thought that there was no way in how someone would believe that because it's completely bull. Again, an appeal to absurdity. We're finally on the last page, and you have to imagine that if the 1776 project got a Pulitzer Prize, so will this essay. I was disproved when GiBi posted an entire video crediting them, and an entire Discord of text that I wasn't even in, posted by some supposed ex-lover of mine that I don't even know, and who nobody has tried to validate. Nonetheless, GiBi. This sentence makes no grammatical sense whatsoever, and it's because she doesn't know what the word disproved or nonetheless means. Regardless, she used the phrase ex-lover of mine that I don't know, referring to Zoe, so we know that this sentence is a lie. So well done making a sentence that both makes no sense and is a lie at the same time. Justifies everything that was said there and mentions people pretending to be me with his only bit of evidence left completely unfactual. First he was defending me against him, but they threatened him with a dox and now he wants it back on my side. So that's not actually what happened, but we are going to get to GiBi at the end of this video, I assure you. This was never my intention to let it be in the public, but here we are and here I am. This is a lie, you're very proud of this. Your Discord shows that much. Please stop doxing and harassing innocent people. The incestuous rapist is in jail and Kiwi Farms users trying to blackmail me to redact the info and claim it's false isn't going to change that. This is a logical fallacy. No one is trying to make that happen. We're all glad that Chris is in jail for what he did. We just think that you're a piece of shit as well and you need to be sent to jail as well. So I know I got emotional by the end, but that's because this was a very, very tiresome read. And by that I mean perhaps the most tiresome read of my life. I mean, Bella Janke, the author, is as tiresome to read as James Joyce, but for all the wrong reasons. Regardless, I tried to remain as objective as possible, so I hope all the color coding speaks for itself. Because the reason I made this video was to show you that you should never, and I mean never, believe a single thing this woman says. She's good at misdirection, she's good at logical fallacies, and she's good at playing the victim, but that is it. If she tells you the sky is blue, then you should probably doubt it. I want to end this video with 3 personal opinions on other content creators commenting on the situation in some form. 1. I encourage you to watch CommieDickGurl's content, as she has been the first and most unrelenting figure of any note to even approach this situation. And yes, that's the same person from the viral Popeyes video. 2. Let's finally get to GiBi. I want to discourage you from watching any of GiBi's content on this matter. I should have mentioned it in the last video, but I was too polite for my own good. GiBi twice doxed the very innocent Fiona that Bella kept and keeps trying to frame for crimes despite being advised and implored by everyone involved not to, including myself. In fact, after his video got pulled by YouTube for doxing her, he uploaded it again without removing the dox. Fiona, who is autistic, cracked under the pressure of a big YouTuber doxing her for crimes she did not commit, and she is staying at a mental health hospital as a result. I hate to talk ill of anyone, but he shamelessly fell hook, line, and sinker for Bella's manipulations because he was eager to have the next big scoop, and he didn't care who got hurt as a result. It legitimately saddens me to see him profiting off this situation. 3. Dick Masterson is predictably being a simpleton on this matter. He views it through the lens of Kiwi Farms bad, thus Bella good. Dick claimed I was someone trying to rationalize my enjoyment of Chris by vilifying the hero who exposed him. Bella didn't expose him, you half-wit has-been. Pay more attention. Fiona effectively exposed it. Bella was trying to sit on this for much longer, intended to profit off the situation, and framed Fiona for the situation. And I'd say not to listen to Ethan Ralph, but I'm sure you don't anyway. He literally saw a white supremacist who was too young to drink and fell in love. I mean, he did that on his actual stream. When he learned of their other shared interests, well, let's just say he might be returning that $100 engagement ring soon.